If anxiety can turn one uncertain thought into 20 frightening possibilities, the right book can help you understand what is happening and find a more useful way to respond. But anxiety books do not all take the same approach. Some explain why worry keeps returning. Others help you stop wrestling with difficult thoughts. And some offer a calmer place to put your attention when the day grows quiet. Welcome back to GrowBooks, the channel where we explore books that can genuinely improve your life, one page at a time. Today, we are looking at 3 of the best books for anxiety in 2026. Each offers something different, so stay until the end to discover which one might suit you best. The first is The Worry Trick by David A. Carbonell. One frustrating thing about anxiety is that reassurance often works for only a short time. You answer one worry, feel better briefly, and then your mind produces another question. Carbonell explains how chronic worry can trick us into treating uncertainty like an emergency. It suggests that more analysis, checking, or reassurance will finally make us feel safe. Yet the more attention we give the worry, the more important it can begin to feel. The strength of this book is its practical and often lightly humorous approach. Rather than treating every anxious thought as a problem requiring a perfect answer, it encourages readers to recognize the pattern and change how they respond. This may be particularly helpful if you spend a great deal of time asking, "What if?" rehearsing possible disasters, or searching for certainty that never feels complete. The approach can initially feel counterintuitive, especially if you are accustomed to fighting anxiety directly. However, if you want to understand why worry repeatedly draws you into the same loop, The Worry Trick is an excellent place to begin. The second book is The Happiness Trap by Russ Harris. Despite its title, this book is not about forcing yourself to be happy. It challenges the idea that a good life requires us to eliminate every painful thought and feeling first. Harris introduces acceptance and commitment therapy, commonly known as ACT, in an accessible way. Instead of debating whether every difficult thought is true, he explores how to step back from thoughts, make room for uncomfortable feelings, and choose actions guided by what genuinely matters. That distinction can be useful for anxiety. If your mind says, "I cannot do this because I feel afraid," the aim is not necessarily to remove the fear before acting. It may be to acknowledge the feeling and still take one meaningful step. This book could suit readers who feel exhausted by trying to control their inner experience. It provides practical exercises, although they require participation. Simply understanding an idea is not quite the same as putting it into practice. It also addresses more than anxiety, so it is broader than a narrowly focused worry guide. But for anyone interested in living more fully without waiting for perfect confidence or permanent calm, The Happiness Trap offers a flexible and compassionate framework. The third book is Quiet Nights by Julian Merren. Anxiety does not always feel equally loud throughout the day. For many people, it becomes more noticeable at night, when distractions disappear and unfinished thoughts seem to move closer. Quiet Nights is a reflective evening companion for overthinking and calmer wind-down routines. It considers why thoughts can feel larger after dark and offers practical ways to create a gentler boundary between daytime demands and time set aside for rest. What distinguishes this book is its pace. It is not a dense psychological program or a workbook you must complete. Instead, it may suit readers who want something calm and approachable to read in short sections before bed. It is important to be realistic about its role. Quiet Nights is not medical care, a treatment for insomnia, or a promise that anxiety will disappear. Its value lies in helping the evening feel less like another problem-solving session. If nighttime overthinking is your main difficulty, or you want to replace scrolling with more intentional reading, this may be the most natural choice. You can find more information through the link in the description. So, which book should you choose? Pick The Worry Trick if you want to understand the cycle of chronic worry. Choose The Happiness Trap if you want to stop battling every uncomfortable thought and move towards what matters. And consider Quiet Nights if anxiety becomes louder after dark and you want a gentler evening companion. You do not need to read all three at once. Choose the book that meets your present need and give yourself time to use one helpful idea. Books can offer perspective and practical support, but persistent or severe anxiety deserves individual guidance from a qualified professional. Which of these books would you choose first? Let us know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to GrowBooks for more books that help solve real-life problems. Check the description for helpful links and further information about today's recommendations. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Until next time, happy reading.